This is it. The inside's not cooked as well as I would like, but the outside's not overcooked, but you see what I'm talking about. Overall, GAF, and there's some cheese on the inside to help it bind, and then I threw some on the outside too. That's right. Good morning. Alright, so today was my first day doing fasted cardio. I plan to do it consistently. We'll see. I'm just doing 10 minutes a day. 20 minutes on off days, so look at that. Nice. Yeah, but the reason I'm doing that is because I began taking this product. Normally I double check my supplements with my coach, but this one I just figured I'd give it a go. I bought it already before I had thought of asking. So it's called Rekindled by PES, Performance Enhancing Science. And the reason I bought it, all the ingredients are pretty much they're scientifically backed. So that's a big thing with me, is I look for stuff that's been researched. And it has a little bit of caffeine in it, not a ton, 100 per capsule. You take 2 in the morning and then 1 in the afternoon. So took my 2. They want you to take it 30 to 45 minutes before your first meal. So if I'm doing 10 minutes of cardio, I just come downstairs, take my L-carnitine, take my glutamine, take this. Then I did a little bit of posing practice, got some footage which I will throw probably midway through this clip or toward the end, or maybe in the beginning. I have no idea how this is going to go. And hopped on my treadmill, did 10 minutes, walked back upstairs, came down, and I'm preparing my breakfast. I'm just having 1 serving of oats and 1 scoop of whey. Another reason why I picked that product was because PES is one of my favorite companies now. You know, there's my oats. MTS, you guys know I love MTS Whey. Mark Olbinder's the shit. Love all his products. Every recommendation he's given me has been spot on. And as well as the mass public, you know how he makes all his videos. All his information's great. You know, I mean, I don't agree with him on 1,000% of the things, but 1,000, fuck 100. But yeah, PES is another brand that I just love. So I love their high volume. I'm just going off sample packs with that for a little while. I just finished up Bull Knox, Andro Rush, and then their protein, which is, I'll show you right here. So Snickerdoodle, I'm going to throw this actually in my way. So it's basically a blend. There's a little bit of casein protein and 70% isolate concentrates from whey. So pretty good, 24 grams of protein, good macros. I don't think there's any sugar. Less than 1 gram of sugar, less than 1 gram of carbohydrate, and there's 1.5 grams of fat. So not difficult to fit in your macros at all. Someday I'm going to be sponsored by PES, so watch out. And I have to make this video because it's really, I'm going to see if I can set my camera up so I can prepare this because I got to train in about a half hour. So I had to make this video because you go through these rough patches in prep, and it gets so hard. I've said this before, and I'm sure if you watch any other YouTubers, you know how difficult prep can be. And especially being 50 pounds over your stage weight, it's gonna be fucking hell. It's gonna be a struggle. But, you know, to mitigate that, you have to balance an aggressive prep with the one that's controlled. The way I did it was I dieted down. I got up to 228 about 5 weeks. 5 weeks after my show. I binged and put on about 43 pounds. And then the remaining weight I put on over the course of about a month. So, you know, that was not smart at all. But you live and learn. And I enjoyed the process. I mean, it was fun putting on all that weight. But taking it off is not fun. And you need to hire a good coach who's going to do it the correct way. Because I was reading an article by Eric Helms talking about contest prep. And he's very science-minded, which I totally, I like science and I like bro. Because the bro actually stems from science. you know, but people kind of take it in a fucked up way. But anyway, he was talking about how much muscle you lose throughout a prep, and to mitigate that, you want to diet slower, more controlled, and so that's what my coach does. He aims for 1 to 2 pounds of fat loss a week, and you know, to be sure that we are going to be ready, I guess. He made an adjustment this week, even though I lost more than a pound, and I am 100% okay with that. You know, last prep, I told him straight up I was willing to lose muscle to get a little leaner, so we had to be a little more aggressive, you know, so that way I would be ready, and I was. I won my novice class and my teen class, so that's very good. But this prep, you know, I want to protect my hard-earned gains, so that is why I am supplementing so well with the proper supplements, because I don't want to lose gains. And Eric was basically saying, no matter how good you do your prep, you're going to lose between 20 and 30% of what you lose is going to be muscle. And that freaked me the fuck out, especially because I am not huge. I'm big for a teenager, but I'm not huge to the point where I can afford to lose that much muscle. So I've been supplementing branch chains during training, just random times throughout the day. I just started taking glutamine as of late. I'm not a firm believer in glutamine, but if it might help, I'm going to do it just because I want to be safe and I don't want to lose that muscle. But that is so good. Yeah, but prep is hard, physically draining. I've been dealing with injuries like crazy lately, and I feel like fish oil really does help. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Fish oil is the best supplement on the market. It's better than any multivitamin or anything like that, in my opinion, because so many, I don't know that anybody gets essential fatty acids unless they're eating like tons and tons and tons of fish, and just various sources. You know, you can get it from other sources, legumes, flax seeds, stuff like that. But you know, to supplement with essential fatty acids, especially your omega-3s. But yeah, prep is getting so hard, and I wanted to give up. I was sitting there Saturday night. I was just like, why do I even do this? So I began writing a book. So eventually I'm going to release it when it's finished. It's probably going to be pretty long. So basically on my journey through bodybuilding, and what will hopefully be a pro card. You know, I'm not only competing for a pro card, but I think it'd be nice, and it would make it worth my while to actually take home the top prize. And I'll be 20 then, so I'll be really young to win that. You know, my coach's son won his at 20 or 21, and I think I have more size than him, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I'm doing it in the most competitive sanction that there is. I compete in the OCB because it's so competitive. I could win a pro card at like an NMA show or a shitty show, but to me, I want a lot of competition, and I want it to be a grind, and I want to work my ass off, because it's like, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I was going to give up, and I just got to watching some Mark Lobliner videos, Jeff Alberts from 3DMJ, and those two guys are like the most motivating people that you could watch, I think, and because they both compete, it's really, really awesome, because it really helps you take your head out of your ass, because sometimes in prep, as Jeff Alberts was explaining, I could probably link the video in the description box if I remember, but he was talking about the tweener stage, and I was like, holy fuck, this is what I've been for the last couple months probably, is you look okay, but you don't really look good in clothes. You look kind of small in clothes, which generally happens when you start dieting. And with your shirt off, you don't look good either. So it's like you're in between. You're a tweener. So this struck home perfectly, because when I was bulking, I looked good in shirts. You know, I was like filling out fucking XLs. Now it's like larges are sort of baggy on me, and Mediums are too short because my back is too big, so I gotta stick with the large. Obviously, large fits me the best. And then when I'm bulking, extra large. But I will never blow up like I did before. I mean, I want to stay between within 20 pounds of my stage weight and try to control the growth. Shooting up a couple pounds after the show isn't really a huge issue, but I will never do what I did before again. Although I do want to try competitive eating, so. But yeah, the bottom line is just stick it out. If we have competitors watching this video, I just want to say that if you have a coach, trust him. Do as he says. It's funny coming from me because my coach is a meal plan guy and I'm just using the macros that he gives me. But it's almost like a little experiment because I'm losing weight at the rate he wants me to. So it just goes to show you food choices make no difference. The only difference is, which I intend to go on my meal plan in the next 1 to 2 weeks, simply because I'm getting closer to the show. I'm currently 10.5 weeks out. 199 this morning after my carb up day, which is 500 grams of carbs. So you're obviously going to weigh more intestinal mass from all the extra food, full glycogen stores, as well as retaining water, because your body can fluctuate up to 8 pounds in water every day. So between those factors, to be only up 2 pounds after a carb up day is a huge step up. And as I was saying, my coach took away my medium day and replaced it with a low day. So now I'm Monday carb up day, Thursday medium day, which is 400 carb, other day is low, which is 238 carb. Up my fat a little bit, up my protein a little bit. So I'm going to be dipping into those fat stores, and this is going to be awesome because I made it through the tweener stage. And that's the biggest mental fuck ever, is just, okay, I'm going to end this video now, and I'll continue this in the next video because this is a long conversation. Alright, see you in the next one.